Hello everyone, I'm Rachel Nash and I help out at the Portishead Chamber, which for those who don't know is a locally and voluntary run business networking group. We promote local businesses to our network to help encourage growth in our local economy, and I'm here today with Ali Redwood from TaxAssist Accountants, and we're going to find out more about them and what the company does. So I guess the first thing, Ali, is that what would be good is to know is how would you summarize what your business does to those who don't know what you do?
Okay, so we are TaxAssist Accountants. In summary, we basically help clients with their accountancy, tax, payroll, VAT, bookkeeping, any sort of elements of their business. We also do management accounts for clients that want to have more management information to help them make decisions. We've been in Portishead now 11 years. This is my 11th year in business. We've got over about 300 clients of varying sizes. Generally, our clients tend to be small businesses because that's sort of my background really. We don't have any large corporate clients. It's just generally small businesses that we help with their tax and accountancy needs.
Lovely. So how did you get into the work that you do?
Many years ago, I met my husband, my future husband, who had a small business, very small business. It was only turning over sort of 80,000. And I started to help him with bookkeeping and doing some of the accounting work. I'd never really been involved in it, although my dad is a chartered accountant. So it must be in my genes somewhere. So I started doing that, and then I went and did some training because I thought, I don't really know what I'm doing here. So I worked with him for about 10 years in the business, and it grew from sort of quite a small company, say 80,000 turnover, up to about 4 million turnover in those 10 years. Wow. So there were a lot of challenges, a lot of things I had to learn, a lot of changes that I had to make to the way we operated. So we got divorced, sadly, and then I decided to I went to work in more of a corporate environment in Westland Helicopters in Yeovil. So I was there for about 10 years, and I really didn't like corporate life. I liked working for myself, having, my own destiny. So I just decided to branch out into this. And it is actually a franchise organisation, which has been very good for me because it's given me massive support through my business and through difficult times. There's always somebody there to talk to you and support you. So it is one of the actually largest accountancy practices over the country, but it's just each one is their own small business.
That's interesting.
So yeah, they've been amazing through this COVID. They've enabled us to support our clients, without having to research everything. So we've been able to just literally hit the ground running and provide information out to clients with what they needed to do. So it's been fantastic network. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Because there's been, like you say, there's been an awful lot, I think, from an accountant's perspective, that's been going on. Yes. And I think you're one of the few, I think, sort of organisations or businesses who've been non-stop.
Who was what, sorry?
You've been very much non-stop throughout all the COVID situation.
It has been pretty horrendous, yes. I do know some accounting firms that actually furloughed their staff, and I could not imagine how. There were times when I wished I could have furloughed myself because it was just crazy, absolutely crazy. But I think once people got their bounce back loans and their grants and their job retention funds for their staff, things started to calm down a little bit, and people started to feel a little bit more confident for the future. I mean, I think it's very going to be concerning later in the year when some of these funding runs out of what's going to happen with some businesses, and I have got clients that I've signed up, new clients that have actually gone through the roof through this. Their business model was just such that it was just something people wanted at that time, so there's been some good results with clients with their businesses through this.
There's been some really interesting times. So where are you based?
In Kestrel Court in Portishead. I've been here for probably about 10 years now, looking for more visible premises if possible, but Portishead's quite a difficult place to, that's one of the things I think is an issue in Portishead, not having the right sort of business location for people. It's got a very busy high street, which is great, but it's very unlike any other town really. So, it's just difficult for businesses to find premises really.
So I suppose if anybody's actually listening to us today, then perhaps if they've got any suggestions, they could perhaps get in contact with you.
Yes, that's, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you might be open for that one.
Yeah.
But obviously you'd like to talk to them as well about their accountancy or any support that they might need on there. So how long have you actually lived in Portishead?
I've lived here about 5 years myself now. I was living in Bristol originally, and I used to come out here every day, and then I just thought, well, let's give it a go. So I live in the marina, right on the lock gates, which is a lovely location. So yeah, I love Portishead. I think it's a great town. It's got so much going for it, really. It's just like being on holiday in the summer. It's like, you know, when you're in the marina, and it's just like being on holiday. So it's great, really.
Actually, that's exactly the same with myself and my husband. We do feel like that as well. Why go anywhere when you've actually got almost a holiday feel here? That's great. Yes. Thank you again, Ali, for coming along today and helping us to understand more about your business and to meet you. If anyone would like to find out more about Ali and her business, her contact details will be in the post below, and keep an eye on the Chamber's Facebook page because we've more interviews happening next week. Thank you.